Dude, hit me with the birth name, because I read this and I can't even say it.
My name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Theodore Capitani von Kurnatowski.
That's a name,
crazy.
Dude.
Oh,
You guys have good names.
Wait, that's your last name? Yeah.
How do you say your last name?
von Kurnatowski.
That's really your last name?
Yep. And we got rid. We didn't get rid of it, but well, first of all, it means the Jew Slayer, so I can't even use it in Los Angeles.
The N-word, they call me the N-word too, and I'm like, what? You know?
They used to call me the N-word all the time in Louisiana.
Which word is that?
Huh? I mean, you can pick one, but it's
Well, I don't do the N-word.
Huh?
I don't do the N-word.
I don't say the N-word, bro, unless you do. You know what I'm saying, bro? Feel me? That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm just joking, man.
You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I don't know exactly what you guys are talking about. But
We're not racist, or I'm not trying to be. You know, I have some flare-ups in traffic, but overall, I'm good. I'm doing my best, man. I'm out here on the front lines of not trying to be, brother.
Do you ever use the N-word, Eric?
Yeah, with my friends.
yeah, baby.
Don't dap him up.
You're not getting it.
You're not getting that.
getting it.
Take it easy, Morgan Whalen. Yeah, take it easy.
Just because anything that gets a little too many, anything that gets a little wild, they used to drop the N-bomb on.
What kind of last name is that?
Your last name is Kurnatowski? Yeah. What is that?
Are you shitting
People
me?
thought I was Mexican growing up in Louisiana. I swear to God, I'm not joking.
You're strangely tan.
Are you outdoorsy at all?
Yeah, I like to be outdoors, man. I don't mind being outdoors. Like, I'll go out there and wait for an Uber. I don't wait inside. So. Yeah, but you seem like you from the outdoors, though.
You look like a guy that should be much whiter than you are. And you know that. And you know that.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. What's the deal?
Isn't isn't it Dutch?
That's definitely Polish, right?
Yeah, tell me this.
Well, my father's from Nicaragua. My dad's from Nicaragua. Yeah. He was from Nicaragua, and he was,
Your dad is not Nicaraguan.
It's not a racial slur. Yeah, my father's from Nicaragua.
What?
Yeah. We might have to edit that out, dude, because
Nicaraguan?
that time closer. Okay? Go one more time, bro. I want to see how racist this ends up.
Nicaraguan.
Whoa, bro. A couple of guys just shut up at the door, dude. It's Polish.
That's
I'm
really
Polish Nicaraguan.
Polish.
My father's from Nicaragua. So he was a senior citizen when I met him, So I'm that Polish Nicaraguan, I'm that, I'm rolling at that, just that basic height. And so, and I'm Polish Nicaraguan.
Who the fuck lied to you? No, you're not. You're a Hawaiian and from Denver.
Shut up, bro.
What?
Yeah, Nicaragua, bro. Wow. Where my Nick Gars at, huh?
Well, a little too close. But
Okay, sorry. Yeah, and hopefully the audio is clear on that.
yeah, it
so
is.
people
It's
know.
okay. I got your back. There's a C in there.
Okay, good.
I'm Polish Nicaragua, man. Somebody fucked on a boat to make me, bro.
Damn, dog.
Somebody fucked on a boat. I don't know how it all happened, to be honest with you.
Happy to be born. That's the start, bro.
Yeah. I'm no land animal. I know that. Yeah.
Sex, and then you got to be born, and then you get a lot of time to try not to murder somebody, and then you die.
Yeah.
You have a young mom?
And she was young, right? She was what, 32 when I was born. Wow.
So he was 70?
Yep. 38-year difference.
And that's what my mom will when I think about my mom, who would bang an old guy? That'd be crazy, I feel like. So I don't know who would bang an old dude with no money, bro. That's insane. That is pioneer woman, dude. That's
I know
Betsy.
one woman that would.
That's true.
You're related to her.
That's a good point. You know what I'm saying? Who kind of thugs it out with an old dude that many times? 4 times.
Was he sexy as hell, though? Come on,
I don't know. I was his son, for one.
Was he
It's a
super
woman-
suave or something? Was he super,
He had a comb, I remember, that he kept in his pocket. Maybe he was.
Pretty dope. But to be 70, and your mom was cute, right? She was young.
My mom was a rural 9.
A rural 9? Yeah. LA 7.
Yeah, I would say LA 7.
Yeah, in LA 7.5. Yeah.
My mom was 32 when I was born.
Well, I was born under pressure, man. My fucking mom wore tight pants,
Yeah.
Your dad's Nicaraguan, but he came in at 12. So does
Right.
he seem like an American guy?
No, he seemed like he always talked in Spanish, but nobody knew Spanish really by us. So he would, people thought I think he was insane or something.
They thought he was an N-word.
Yeah, a lot of times you're like, oh, look at this guy with the, with the
with the fucking fancy lisp.
The lisp, right?
Yeah. Like, but my dad was always just resting everywhere. His friends would come over and they would rest.
Hey, you want to come over and rest?
Yes.
Wait, where in Louisiana did you grow up?
It says here you're from a place called Covington, Louisiana.
Yeah.
So Lee Harvey Oswald went to your middle school.
Lee Harvey Oswald went to our middle school.
Get the fuck out of here.
Swear to God, dude.
Wow.
Thank
Wow.
In Covington, right? Covington. Come on, bro. I said it, bro. Damn, dude. Selling swords, bro? Yeah, man. I'm from Covington, actually, Louisiana, which is a small town. Maybe it's outside of New Orleans, about maybe like 50 miles.
Covington's a small town. I mean, you could jerk off out a bus window and hit somebody you knew. You know, like that kind of, yeah.
It's
that kind of place.
Tiny.
I mean, it's a good place. We have the tallest statue of Ronald Reagan. And he's never seen it, but we got it. So if there's ever like...
What's the connection with
I think
Ronald
it's made
Reagan?
out of copper, too. So like homeless dudes are always trying to like get in there and chip his thumbs off and get the reimbursement. But
Are your
I feel really
siblings funny
fortunate.
too?
I got a sister that's kind of like an exotic dancer, but she's recovering.
She's kind of.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. My sister used to be a exotic dancer, right?
Where?
Louisiana, kind of certain areas,
That's
you know.
a tough living.
Do you find out, or do your friends call you and say, "Hey, your sister's doing this"?
The strangest part was she learned to dance in it was like a trailer, right? The only place they had where you could learn to dance in our area with the ceilings was real low in it because they had some zoning issues. So you had all the dancers had to the dancers had to crouch and strip and dance at the same time, dude. Once you got on stage, you were below. You had to, so you had to like.
So they
So if you were over like 5'4", you had to like duck and look sexy, and that's hard to do, man. Think about that. Yeah, because the ceiling was low, you couldn't stand up.
You're squatting the whole time.
Oh, she's probably out there for I guess about 8 years.
Wait, 8 years in the trailer?
Oh no, she just started there. Then she went into buildings that were zoned correctly and everything. You know,
With
so
poles and shit
she
like
could
that.
stretch out. You know. I don't know.
Have you
She's
tipped
got to
her?
be though.
Have you tipped her?
Oh no,
like a table
no,
dancer.
no. I mean, I'll give her some money at Christmas, you know. But the crazy part was, honestly, we look alike. So I would see dudes sometimes looking at me like weirdly, like when I was out at lunch and shit, and they were like, "Do I know you?"
Goatee.
Yeah, she got a fucking goatee, dude.
Fucking hilarious.
I got another sister who married this fella, and they're real just rednecks, and they live right by the interstate, like illegally close to the interstate. Like I'm sure they live right by the interstate, like as close as you can legally get in a house. You know,
Yeah.
If someone who has anything to do with zoning road by, yeah.
I always wondered who lived in those houses.
Oh yeah, I mean as close as you can. I mean you're not even.
What
You're like
happens when
they
the ball
shouldn't
goes
be
over?
there when you're driving by.
Yeah.
Like you'll see a children's ball from their yard bounce across
that's so
6
funny,
lanes,
yeah.
The
and if a
soccer
ball
ball?
goes into the street, it's gonna be that'll be a
Gone.
doozy. It'll be a long afternoon. So it's really
funny.
alarming.
Homework flying into the
that's crazy.
expressway. Like, what? Mama!
My sister lived.
I mean, I'm just surprised that their house doesn't just get pulled over by a cop. They are right there. Like, I couldn't stand my sister, you know? And then she had a baby, and, like, I just could stand her. And I'll call her on FaceTime, and she's sitting there with her, you know, she's got her 2 kids, and they're beautiful, and they're smart. And, like, it's funny, I was talking to my niece a couple of months ago, and I was talking about imagination, and she thought it was an app. My niece thought imagination was an app, and that really spooked
crazy.
me. She hadn't heard of it.
Oh, sweetheart.
And it broke my heart.
What was the context of that?
He's very smart and very capable, but it was just very bizarre to me. Just like I was like, you know, your imagination. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, you use your imagination.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
Yeah.
Let's not tell your mom.
It's your own. It's like one of your few apps, you know.
Really?
She's like, I don't think we have it. I'll check my mom's phone. And I was like, all right, well, we're all gonna be in hell.
I wanted to go back to Covington because it says here that
Yeah, turpentine country.
the stray animal belt of that region. What does that mean?
What do you call it? You call it the stray animal belt?
Oh, where I grew up, yeah.
I really feel like I grew up in the stray animal belt of Louisiana. And then
okay.
Remember back in the 80s?
Oh, they're
remember
just
stray
wandering-
animals?
Yeah, they're out there.
What does that mean?
It means just stray animals, dude. You know,
Idiot.
It's where they meet up. You know what I'm saying?
They're just out
Remember
there.
that? You go outside, they got 2 animals out there, bro.
Just walking around.
Yeah, they got a hawk and,
And
a
they- and they-
fucking.
If you think they're all working freelance, bro, you got the wrong idea, dude. Everybody's got their union. And
I was watching some of your stand-up. You were talking about how you grew up like the only white kid in a black neighborhood.
Yeah, well, it's just different. It's like,
yeah, we grew up. It was just kind of mixed. It was just poor, just like poor kids, So
people are fucking. I don't know. People are chill down there, man. But it's a lot of the same. Like you definitely notice it's a lot of old-fashioned ideas down there. Like people,
Listen, that's what makes the South the South.
Do you think we all come from incest? Really, when you really think about it,
dude, like in a lot of areas where I grew up and stuff like that, people are like, well, you married your first cousin.
Well, second cousin is legal. First cousin is what is not legal. And we do have to get that out there because there's a lot of misinformation.
Is that the rule in Louisiana?
It's the rule everywhere. First cousin. Will you look this up too, Nick? Can you legally have sex with your first cousin? I know the answer is no, but we can do it for everyone.
Yeah, the answer is no.
Cousin incest
I don't
rules.
need this information.
But you do, though, brother. Okay?
You never know, Chappelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be able to fuck, like, not your siblings.
Yeah. Or not like,
Unless you want to. That's a whole nother problem. But it shouldn't be transportation.
I would never want to, man. I must say don't risk it.
Yeah.
Dude, they used to say about us, you know what I've always said, dude, if you rearrange the letters of sister, what does it spell? Resist. And I never forgot that.
That's good.
And
you've always said that, man.
That was my favorite clip I've ever made. I think I rearranged the letters.
Oh, you did?
On your clip back in the day.
Oh, that's awesome, man. In United States, what does that say, Nick?
Second cousin.
Are legally allowed to marry in every state.
Praise God, brother.
Well, you're in the clear, brother. Hey, why Theo knows the strict details on sleeping with your cousin? I have no idea. Are you gonna blame it on meth again?
Dude, but here's the thing about incest, dude. Everybody's like, no, right?
Yeah.
Here's one of the biggest issues that we faced in America is that there was never any charting done early on. Some people, they used to not live close to anybody. Like, they didn't have cars. The problem is, sometimes there's nobody else around. The only people that lived around you were kind of family or somebody that was, so you didn't know, there weren't vehicles. You couldn't get 60 miles away for sex. You couldn't get 40 miles away for sex.
You got a block radius, man.
Like, if you had a bicycle, then yeah, maybe you'd fuck somebody that wasn't distantly related to you.
Yeah.
So it's like you could only, you're not going to walk over probably 20 miles to have sex with someone. And at that point, somebody's going to hit something they shouldn't hit.
Yeah, if your cousin has those fucking graham crackers out the front.
Damn, boy.
That cheesecake out the back.
Ba-ba.
Boom.
So people would have sex more locally. So you got to think, and most of that's your family living close. So that's why they made the laws, was because babies were coming out a little wild.
Damn.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro, it's hard. Like, how far you want to walk before you got to fuck?
I get it.
You're
sold.
Yeah. First house, you're like, yeah, I know them.
No, first house ridiculous.
Second house, you're like, yeah, I remember them. I've met them.
Yeah.
Third, fourth house, dude, who's it? Knock, knock.
I'm in. Knock, knock. Who is it? My dick.
You could only have sex with as far as you could walk.
I think that still goes on. I think that's still probably happening.
Oh, yeah. There's some areas and stuff you go and you're like,
I think people are using that exact rationale, too, when they're in court. They're like, listen, I have sex as far as I walk. And then there's a judge going, okay, sounds great.
Yeah,
you know?
In West Virginia, man, that's the kind of place where, you might be, you might go over to a girl's place and start hooking up with her. And next thing you know, y'all live in this, you know what I'm saying? It's your house, actually, you at. That sibling rivalry, sometimes the rivalry is fuck, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's something wrong with it. You shouldn't be. Here's what was always said around me when I was growing up. If you rearrange the letters of sister, it spells resist, and that's the truth, boy. So that's the rule right there. If both y'all have the same parents, then. You know what I'm saying? You guys, no candles at dinner. You know what I'm saying? Really?
Dude, Louisiana, apparently you get some sort of refund if you marry your fucking first cousin.
Wait,
It's
marriage between
encouraged.
first cousins is not allowed in Louisiana. Welcome to the future, brother. We are laying the path.
And that's why Theo moved to California.
Now, if I can only get my cousins to move out here.